watching Morning Cafe, and time now to update you on what is happening across the country. Well, we link up with our correspondents from different parts of the country to just get a gist of what is happening today and also what has been happening over the weekend. But first, we link up with our reporter, Laban Muhinda, who is from Nyahururu, and gives us an update of the rate of unemployment in that county and how bad it has gotten and what are the youth they are doing to deal with this crisis. Laban?
A very good morning to you back there in our studios, na kupata kwa njia mbashara zaidi nikiwa hapa mjini Nyahururu, huku ni kaunti ya Laikipia. Leo tukilivalia njuga swala hili la ukosefu wa ajira humu nchini. Ningependa kupata maoni ya baadhi ya vijana kutoka kaunti hii. Je, wana maoni yapi kuhusiana na swala hili? Tukianza nawe bwana, karibu ndani ya County Diary ndani ya TV47. Kisha baadaye tueleze majina yako na utupe mchango wako kuhusiana na swala hili.
Asante sana. Kwa majina naitwa Simon Maina. I'm a former student leader, being a president like university. Na leo tunaongea kwa niaba ya vijana ambao ni sisi wenyewe ni vijana. Hatuna kazi. We are appealing to the government. Ni vizuri wakati government inatuambia tuendelee kutafuta kazi, wakati government inatuambia tukue innovative. Ni vizuri na create a good environment whereby vijana wanaweza pata kazi. Kwa sasa tukiongea hivi ni kwa kijana kupata kazi. Ni vizuri uko unajuana na mtu yeyote kwa ofisi fulani. Ni vizuri pia unaoitishwa experience. Sisi kama mimi kama kijana nimegraduate last year. Sina experience na nimegraduate and I have the papers. Ni vizuri nikienda pahali work experience. Sina work experience, lakini hata internships wa leo ni unajuana na nani. Kwa hivyo ni vizuri sana tukiuliza serikali yetu. Tuliwapea mamlaka ya kutuongoza kama representative wetu. Tutafutieni nafasi za kazi ili sisi kama vijana, na ni sisi kwa Kenya, ni sisi wenye tegemeo kwa economy. Na economy haiwezi kuwa sawa kama vijana hawana kazi. Kwa hivyo tunauliza kwa unyenyekevu tu kwa serikali, tupeeni nafasi za kazi ili hata sisi vijana tujijenge.
Naam, shukrani sana. Wacha vile vile nipate maoni ya kijana mwingine kuhusiana na swala hili. Utaanza kwa majina kisha baadaye tupe maoni ya kuhusiana na jambo hili.
Naam, kwa majina naitwa Kevin Andola, na pia mimi ni kijana aliyehitimu elimu ya university, niligraduate last year, na pia mimi kwa leo sina kazi. Na hii ni fate ya vijana wengi sana nchini Kenya. Tunauliza serikali, tunaambia vijana wetu ndio upate ajira Kenya, lazima kuna juana na mtu kwa ofisi, lazima kuna juana na uwe na connections, uwe na links mahali. Hii ni makosa kubwa sana, tutapoteza vijana wengi sana, wanaenda nje. Hiyo ni economy, hiyo ni brain drain inafanyika Kenya. Vijana wanaenda nje, wengine wanajipata kwa mashida nchini kama Saudi Arabia, kama China, wanaumia sana. Sisi vijana tunauliza, je, serikali tumetia bidii miaka 4 shuleni. Tumetia bidii miaka 4 shuleni na tunatoka nje tunatafuta kazi hatupati. Serikali tusaidie tafadhali.
Naam, shukrani sana. Hayo ni maoni yake. Vile vile ningependa kupata maoni ya kijana mwingine kuhusiana na swala hili, ambapo serikali inasema kuwa imetengeneza nafasi za ajira kupitia mradi wa nyumba za bei nafuu. Je, kulingana na wewe unakubaliana na mpango huo wa serikali wa kutengeneza ajira kupitia nyumba za bei nafuu?
Naam, kwa majina naitwa Newton Wafira Ngari. I'm also a graduate from Laikipia University, Bachelor of Arts in Criminology and Security Studies. About the creating jobs, ni ngumu sana kwa vijana, sana kama umesomea another course, then unatumwa uishi ufanye maneno ya MJA. Maneno ya MJA inakaa so humiliating. Umefika mzazi ametumia fee yote kwenda mpaka shule, unamaliza mpaka campus hiyo miaka yote, then unatumwa kufanya kazi ya MJA. Inakuwa ni dharau hata kwa wenye mlisoma na wao. Wenye walidunishwa hiyo wakati na wewe ukasonga, kwa mzazi alikuwa na hope, then unaishia kufanya kazi kama ile kazi yenye si yeye umesomea, unaona? Alafu tena wangeangalia kama maneno ya retirement time. Waweke hata 50 ndio wa create jobs for the youth. Again, maneno ya kusema experience, miaka 5, mtu ametoka shule umesema experience. Nowadays ni money, the amount you have, not the experience unasema. Ni ule mtu unakujua na pesa ulionayo. Naam.
Naam, shukrani sana mwenzangu, na kama vile ambavyo umesikia ni kilio cha vijana wengi kutoka kaunti hii ya Laikipia ya kuwa serikali imeweza kuwatelekeza katika mpango wake wa kutafuta nafasi za kazi, na wanazidi kuomba serikali ya Kenya Kwanza kuweza kutimiza ahadi walizotoa wakati wa kampeni za uchaguzi mkuu uliopita ya kuwa wataweza kutengeneza nafasi zaidi ya milioni 1 kila mwaka ili vijana humu nchini waweze kunufaika na mradi huo. Kutoka kwangu mie Laban Muhinda nikiwa hapa mjini Nyahururu, huku ni kaunti ya Laikipia, sina la ziada ila kurejesha usukani kwako studio.
Well, Laban, thank you for that update. And of course, even as we speak on matters unemployment, it's one of the causes that is exacerbating the rate of mental health issues among the youth. And our question of the day today is, do you believe that mental health issues are becoming a growing concern in Kenya? Do you believe that mental health issues are becoming a growing concern in Kenya? And you can always speak to us at TV47 News, on X TV47 Kenya, on Facebook. The hashtag is Morning Cafe. And just to look at some of the comments here on Facebook, is this man says, use lamb's mint mushroom and you'll be okay. And Maura Esbon says, yes, and they are leading to drugs and alcohol abuse. Seminars should be very frequent. And Mary Solit Isra says, yes, definitely you should. And yeah, due to the high cost of living, due to the stress, that is Samuel Mutua who's saying that. And on X here, I see Philip McLeod says, yes, lower the fuel prices, let people heal from the wounds is COVID-19 pandemic nightmares. And Gabriel Wakasiaka says, hashtag Morning Cafe, health is compared to petrol that runs a moving car. So health is paramount for any successful country. Here, we've made a step in health sector and we believe we are going to experience more changes. That is just some of the feedback from of viewers concerning that question of the day where we are speaking matters, mental health issues here. But right now we cross over to Kissy County and link up with our reporter Alfayo Combo to give us an update from that specific county. Good morning, Alfayo. What can we expect from Kissy County this day?
Thank you very much, Flora Limuki. I'm getting you very well from these sides of Kissy County, where today the weather seems to be very sunny this brighter morning. But today, Kissy County Governor, who is Paul Simbarati, is expected to be going around to check out on the various road projects and various cool sections that had been built ready for launching probably in the middle of this week. But with me here, I have various residents of Kissy County. We'll be talking about several issues, matter that arose yesterday, whereby we saw that the president was saying that some sentiments are due to be made by the deputy president, that is Rigathi Gachagua, whereby this country is a shareholder country, whereby they'll be first giving opportunities to those who gave their hand to Kenya Kwanza government during the campaigns. And this moment we'll be talking with several Kenyans from Kissy County to say their sentiments, what they feel, and what do they think about Rigathi Gachagua's sentiments, say that he won't apologize and is not ready to apologize over the issues. And the president, when he was in Migori, said that Kenya is all nation is for everybody. What is your feel about this?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Combo. I'm Paul from Kissy County. Sasa mimi kitu ningeweza kusema, hao wanasiasa kwa ukweli wanatuchanganya. Sababu niseme hivi ni kwa nini? Mr. Gachagua previously has been saying that this government is all about shares. Na unapata the president himself anakataa hayo maneno. But mi nakubaliana na wao, sababu hao watu ni kutuchanganya, wanatuchanganya. Juu hata ukiona national government really hakuna maendeleo imetufanyia. Yale ambao wanatufanyia, wanatuambia wanafanya ni yale ambayo the county is supposed to do. Ni maneno ya county ndio wanalaunch vitu county government inafaa kufanya. Wacha wakuche peupe, wafanyie wananchi kazi. Waachane na hii mambo ya kutuambia gavani ya shares and blah blah blah. na wanajua wao wenyewe. Mimi na wakasibu yao maneno.
Thank you very much. Maybe you get a sentiments from one of our visitors. You go back.
Kwa majina ni Kariuki Dan. Hii mambo na state of nation, mimi nikisema ukweli Kenya kwanza, hata kama wanasema ati Gachagua wanasema ni serikali ya shares, kwa sababu kutoka government ingie ndani hii mwaka mmoja 70% watu wenye wamemployiwa pale ni kama ni shares, kwa sababu if you did not vote for Kenya kwanza na wewe si from the Kikuyu or from Central ama from Rift Valley, hakuna kitu inaendelea. By the way, serikali vile rais anaendelea kutembea Nyanza, hii ni mambo ya campaign, kwa sababu already yeye badala ya kwenda kwa mahali kama county ku launch project ameanza kuambia mheshimiwa Raila ati nipe Kalonzo. Tunaomba rais afanye kazi. Hii mambo ya kutuambia ati apewe Kalonzo na haja hakuna project yoyote ya national government ameifanya ama ameisundua, na kusema kwanza anatembea Nyanza sana anataka uconfuse wa Nyanza. Nyanza is Azimio zone. Na tukiona vizuri rais bila anaendelea kutembea ni kama anataka convince ni preparation ya 2027. Hakuna kitu rais anakuja sana ameconcentrate Nyanza kwa sababu anajua 2027 ni kubaya sana. Things are not well kwa rais. Wacha mambo ya kusema shares na deputy naye mwenyewe anaona ameanza kuita watu wa Central, ameanza kusema ati anatafuta the former president aongee na yeye, waete watu wa Central mlima pamoja, kwa sababu ni kama kuna chemuka iko chini ya maji. State of nation size si kuzuri, kwa sababu it's like rais anachapa kuenda hapa na deputy anacheza TV yake. So things are not well. So nilikuwa naomba rais wacha kupiga campaign. It is too early. Fanyia wa Kenya kazi, kama unasema ulichaguliwa kwa kweli, fanyia wa Kenya kazi regardless ni mtu wa share ama si mtu wa share. Kitu ya maana ako na right ya kufanyiwa project na maendeleo. Asante sana.
Pengine ukihisi wewe kama Mkenya, tuliona kwamba William Ruto jana aliweza kusema kwamba uongozi huu aliweza kutafuta wote pamoja wakati wa mwaka 2027 pale ambapo wakati Raila aliweza kupata kiti kile kama prime minister, na alisema kwamba jana uongozi huu wameupata, walikuwa wanautafuta urais. Je, unahisi kwamba William Ruto anajaribu kumshawishi au anajaribu kuleta handshake kwa njia moja ambayo si ya umoja kwa moja?
Unajua sasa bwana rais ni kama anatongoza msichana pale chini penye anaendelea kutembea, kwa sababu haya mambo ameongea akiwa Homa Bay County pale penye kuna ngome ya Azimio, ni kuconvince wale watu wa Azimio ati yeye ndiye alichangia bwana Raila kuwa prime minister. Hii ni njia moja anaendelea kutongoza watu, lakini kwa sababu bwana rais unajua ni ile hawezi sema direct ati anataka handshake. Hata sasa tukiangalia vizuri ni njia moja anatafuta iko chini ya maji, ni kwa sababu wanaona from the other hand akiita mzee wapige handshake vitu haiwezi work out kwa the other side, from the other side of the mountain. So tunaomba tu rais kama akuwe open, yeye ni mtu mwenye ni mtu mkubwa, ako na decision yake, aite mzee kama ni kuita, kwa sababu sai state of nation minus yule mzee mwenye anaitwa Gwambo ama baba mwenye sana watu wazimio tunamuenzi. Wacha tu amuite ule mzee, ako na akili mzuri, anaweza kumwambia this guy bila ana run the government. Wacha tu amuite, kwa sababu kama ni hiyo handshake, wacha aweche kuogopa. Handshakes they have been there. Na handshake minus handshake government will run. No, si Kenya itakuwa ya kwanza kuwa na handshake. Serikali mingi hata hizi kubwa zenye zimesha develop national serikali ambazo countries ambazo zimesha develop ziko standard kabisa ile ya kuwa develop zenye penye hakuna corruption, ya development, watu wanapata services. Wale watu wana develop through handshake. Ukijifanya ati huwezi fanya handshake na watu wenye wako kando yako na minus this handshake, actually si tunaona hakuna kitu kinaweza endelea.
Na asante. Pengine tuweze kupata vile mzee mmoja pia, rudi nyuma kidogo tu hapo, uweze kutueleza hisia zako ni zipi kuhusiana na hali ya taifa sasa hivi, ikiwa kwamba kunaonekana kwamba naibu rais alisema kwamba hawezi omba msamaha kutokana na matamko yake ya kusema kwamba hili ni taifa ambalo ni la mgao kwa baadhi ya fulani. Jana aliweza kusema pale Kericho kwamba Kericho ameweza kufika 43% na atahakikisha kwamba kwa miaka mingine wako na 67%. Kwa hivyo unahisieje kuhusiana na rais mwenyewe alikataa, ili ni taifa la Wakenya wote, hakuna mambo ya mgao?
Asante sana mtangazaji. Mimi kwa majina naitwa Tom Mwainya, mkazi wa hapa chini Kisii. What I feel is rais anatudanganya. Hii kitu wako na siri wanaongea na makamu wa rais. Alafu upande mwingine rais akiongea hivi na yule makamu wa rais anapitia upande mwingine anaongea hivi. Kitu tunaona tumeshuhudia ni ya kwamba wale cabinet secretaries ambao walichagua ni watu walikuwa upande wa Kenya Kwanza. Hata wale ambao wengine walikataliwa na court wakasimamishwa walikuwa ni watu wa Kenya Kwanza. Kwa hivyo ni uongo anasema ati maendeleo yanasifanya equally all over the country. What I know, hii serikali ni ya shareholders vile huyu anasema vice president. Hivyo ni kufahamisha wananchi wachue hivyo hivi wakimbie upande wake. Rais bado anakimbia kila mahali. Tumeona Kenya mzima akipiga siasa ya 2027. Sana sana pande za Nyanza mahali anachua kuna upinzani mkuu. Sasa ukweli ni kwamba hii serikali ni ya shareholders vile vice president anasema. Hivyo ndio mimi nasema. Asante sana.
Asante sana. Thank you very much. As Flora Limuki, you are able to hear, those are just the few sentiments of residents from Kissy County, where many of the people from this side of Kissy County feel that the wars between that are being seen to be arising between the deputy president and the president, who is William Samoei Ruto, is just a political war that is not to separate them but to build them strongly in this political as they are preparing for 2027 election. That's what I have from this side of Kissy County, but expect much more from Kissy County and Nyamira County the day of today, that is the starting of the week, that is Monday. I don't have much to say, but pass the mantle back to you in studio, Flora Limuki.
Well, thank you, Alphayo Combo, for that update. And right now, we are linking with Willie Dennis, who has been following up our story on hippos in Naivasha. And remember, a week ago, they killed one person and injured another who was hospitalized. And right now, we crossed over for the latest updates, as well as an update on that story with Willie Dennis Njeru from Naivasha.
Limuki, it's indeed a good morning, and thank you for letting me have this opportunity to bring our viewers up to speed on the latest development around this place. We are at the Naivasha Water and Sewerage Treatment Plant, and as you have indeed stated to our viewers there, is that it has been quite an issue over here on human-wildlife conflict, where one person indeed was mauled by a hippo, a family of hippo that is just adjacent to me. And if my camera person could just pan around, you could just see the hippos are just relaxed right about now. 3 of them are basking there. You can see the pictures are quite huge animals there. And it has been what has been regarded as a very tricky affair. The KWS staff here that is in charge of rescue, the vet and rescue team, has been having 4 restless days here in Naivasha, trying to capture these animals and relocate them to some better places. And on the very first day, they were here, and just to bring you up to speed before I break it down, a family of about 6 or 7 said these mammals, water mammals, 3 of them, a mother and 2 calves, have indeed been captured and moved. As you can see behind me, there was a hive of activities for the last 3 days, and today, being a 4th day, has given good results, where we are indeed informed that yesterday at around 10 p.m., a mother and 2 calves, I don't know if indeed it gives rise to twins, or maybe it was a surrogate mother, foster mother for another animal, but 2 calves and a mother were indeed out to have some grass around there. They refer to it as boma. The very first day the KWS got here, they said they had to demarcate. As you can see just behind me, we have a lot of intense work to condone off the area to ensure that wildlife, the animals do not have an access to move. And then if we could just get closer here, after they did that, they were able to make this, they used the language Boma to the KWS language that they used to refer to it. And actually it's a very tight, it's a very stiff Boma, and hardly you can say it was erected here a few days ago. But nonetheless, it was quite well done.
and it involved quite a task from the vet department, that is the rescue team, and the veterinary department, that always work together to ensure that they capture safely and translocate these animals to other better places. Better in this reference, these animals, if they were to be moved to Lake Naivasha, which is just less than about 500 meters from here, they will still just come back, because we are told that it's a family that was fought by other families outside there, and then they moved to these waters that is quite salty. So Lake Naivasha is quite freshwater lake. As we understand, water coming from the Aberdares just flows in there through River Malewa. And when the water is quite clear there, quite fresh water, here is quite salty. You understand this is the last part of the dislodging and movement and treatment, where water is somehow better of the first part, and where they found a safe haven, it's quite salty. So the translocation the hippos have to be moved to a similar environment to other places. And right about now, the movement of these animals is to an undisclosed location, where maybe later on, when we have a fully movement of these other animals, we are going to have our unofficial communication on rightfully where these animals will be taken. And it is quite an interesting story, because these animals were moving from inside here and moved to the grazing areas around here. And when that's said and done, then they come back to the same places. And of course, they have been having a very nice diet, having melon and having maize corn, the very soft ones. And we just have quite a big chunk just behind there. And as you can see, okay, as you can see just behind me, after these hippos moved in here, they were moved, they were further coerced by food to move down there where we had the container. And after they got inside the container there, and they were taken in and captured, and that is what happened. And as I wind up, Limuki, as you can see behind me, this is part of the unutilized facilities that are used for capture. And the KWS staff on the other end has been quite taking care of all the animals here to ensure that they still remain safe. Vis-a-vis the public demand here, that they were saying we need these animals to have them for our dinner, and following the hard times that the economy of this country, the situation as it is. From me, that is it from me here in Naivasha, Limuki. I take it back to you in studios, and perhaps in the last bit of this, we will be compiling a comprehensive report on what it is to translocate such kind of an animal as compared to other big five, which is you just dart and then they are down and then you just move. This one, you dart inside the water, they die. But you have to move them out, and then you dart them or just pick them by container and then you move them. Quite an interesting story there. We'll be keeping tabs in this. Back to you in studios, my colleague, Flora.
Well, thank you so much, really, Dennis Njiro, for that. And time now to look at what is happening across the globe. And at the international front, death toll in Israel is reported to have hit more than 600 people, including children, as the Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu vow mighty vengeance for this wicked day. Israel's military, which faces questions over its failure to prevent the attack, said it has regained control of most infiltration points, killed hundreds of the attackers and taken dozens more prisoners, but what was still fighting in some places. Elsewhere, over 2,000 people are reported dead after 6.3 magnitude earthquake hit western Afghanistan Sunday. According to Taliban spokesperson Zabihul Mujahid, the death toll stands at 2,053 people, with 1,240 injured and 1,320 homes damaged in western Afghanistan, with fears that these numbers may rise.
City of Herat. It was one of the deadliest regions.
And now we take a short commercial break. We'll be back with more. Stay tuned.
When someone chokes, advise them to cough. And if this is not effective, bend them forward and give them about 5 back blows to try and clear the blockage. And if they're still choking, give them up to 5 tummy pushes by holding them around the waist and pushing inwards and upwards above their belly button. If they are still choking, call for medical assistance.
Every day, Kenyans face countless hurdles. Families struggling to put food on the table, children fighting malnutrition, and communities in need of quality healthcare.
Welcome back. You're still watching Morning Cafe, and just a quick reminder of what is on our diary this morning is that, of course, we continue to celebrate Kelvin Kiptum for breaking the marathon world record to win the Chicago Marathon in 2 hours and 35 seconds. The 23-year-old broke Eliud Kipchoge's world record of 2 hours, 1 minute and 9 seconds at the 2022 Berlin Marathon a few weeks ago. And preparations for the Utamaduni Day are in home stretch, even as confusion lingers about the holiday, which was initially Huduma Day and even at some point called Moi Day. However, the CEO for Bomas of Kenya will be speaking to George Maringa later tonight at 9 p.m. on the Daily Report to just set the record straight concerning that day. And the unrest in Israel continues even as hundreds of people have lost their lives following the Hamas surprise attack on Israel on Saturday. The attack by hundreds of gunmen from Hamas under the cover of the intense rocket fire has reportedly killed more than 500 people in Israel. And President William Ruto is expected in Kisumu and Siaya counties today, and he will be the lineup of the event today is the assessment of the privatization bill at the Kisumu State Lodge, and later on we'll meet with the cabinet secretaries at the Kisumu State Lodge, of course these coming days after the reshuffle of his cabinet. Later on, the president will commission the MV Uhuru 2 at the Kisumu Shipyard, Kisumu Central constituency, and finally launch the construction of the Bondo-Liunda Road in Bondo constituency. That is what we expect today, but of course today's our main conversation being on mental health issues. Of course, it is something that has been on the rise, and I think deserves to be given the attention it deserves, as well as make sure that we also make mental health institutions accessible and affordable to people.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Wow, you think I'm the case study today?
No, you know, they say 1 in 4 of people are facing mental health.
Badly.
So tuko watatu hapa, but
badly.
If we were to maybe include our director Kevo here,
yeah.
The big question would be, who's not really okay?
Okay.
Interesting conversation there, but it's one that I think we rarely pay attention to, and that's why the question we're asking to, do you really think that these issues are given the kind of prominence they deserve in Kenya, in our context? You know, I was talking to someone else, and according to him, mental health issues or concerns ni shida za wazungu. Africans just need to toughen up. Kuna shida kama mental health. So a huge part of our society feels that way.
Exactly, and you see that's the problem. That's where the problem starts, because whenever now someone comes out, there's that whole societal stigma that kwani wewe uko weak aje, like you can deal with it. So you find these people just go down into depression and anxiety because they can't even express themselves.
Yes, and I was also taking a look at these numbers. Now it's more worrying. Okay, fine. We'd say that we're raising awareness, but you'd raise awareness, but at the end of the day, you're meeting 100 psychiatrists and 500 specialists. So these numbers, and we're about what, 50 million people, according to the latest census. Probably we're even more than that. So the numbers. The specialists versus those who are really affected, drawing parallels, it's really not good. We're taking a look at even the comments right here.
And the same thing I was telling you, because I'm looking at some of the feedback on Facebook. Dismas Karan says, use lion's mane mushroom and you will be okay. The question is about, do you think mental health issues are becoming a growing concern in Kenya? And he's so dismissive about the same. Maura Esbon agrees and says, yes, they're leading to drugs and alcohol abuse. Seminars should be very frequent. I think you had sampled that one.
Yes.
Someone else, Samuel Mutua, talks about the high cost of living, and he says it causes stress. Marichor Solit Ezra says, definitely. And I think that's the feedback I can get. But you can see some people are just dismissing the whole issue until it actually gets closer home. And
until it actually either affects you or someone
is
close to you.
Or would you even be able to know that whatever you're going through is actually a mental health issue? If at all you're so dismissive about it. Something may be affecting you, but you just feel probably it's physical pain, but it could actually be a mental health issue.
Oh, yes. The thing is, this conversation is timely. Tomorrow is World Mental Health Day. And it largely, actually the theme is now largely speaking on the whole right. So we're curious to see even the stakeholders from different organizations, non-governmental and also the government. Yes. We do also expect Health CS Susan Akumiche tomorrow, probably giving a whole speech, and even numbers. We definitely expect numbers tomorrow. Even from the speeches, what will be said tomorrow?
Absolutely.
Talking about tomorrow, it's a holiday. Now, there's still that confusion between whether or not it's Utamaduni Day or is it Huduma Day.
And it's Moi Day.
Okay, at least I know it's not Moi Day. But I know definitely there's a holiday tomorrow.
Yeah.
We are going with Utamaduni Day. There was that confusion. Initially, Utamaduni Day had been set for 26th of December, which is also Boxing Day.
Yes.
I think someone had said that in Kenya, we need an Utamaduni Day, let's put it on 26th of December. But it's already a holiday which is prescribed in the Constitution, so they had to move it.
Yes.
And they had designated the 10th of November as Huduma Day. So they were to move and combine the two. But what is Huduma Day?
Yeah.
What is Utamaduni Day? Something to think about.
They'll be looking forward to get an insight of what it entails and what really happens tomorrow. The CEO for Bomas of Kenya, Peter Gitta, will be speaking to George Maringa this evening on Daily Report, and it will be an interesting one. Let's say probably they'll come donned in some traditional attires. It will be interesting to look at that and learn what to expect concerning tomorrow. And I see they say tomorrow is mambo ni matatu, umoja, amani na. Let me get that thing. It's an interesting one there.
But definitely, even for Kenyans, it's a reason for not being in the office. So it's a whole other reason for Kenyans to be drinking, whether it's Fanta or water or anything. Well, it's a whole other reason for that.
Nasema mambo ni matatu, amani, umoja na upendo.
Amani, umoja na upendo.
I thought it was uzalendo. Upendo ni sawa pia.
All right.
Oh yes, but we definitely have to wrap it up.
Yes, and even on this conversation of mental health, the conversation continues online. At TV47 News on X, TV47 Kenya on Facebook. What do you think? Are mental health issues being mainstreamed? Are they being given the kind of attention they deserve? The year is 2023. Are we still dismissing this whole issue? My name is Fred Ndemuli. Thank you so much for keeping us company throughout the show. And until another time, have a good morning.
Well, and definitely even as we commemorate the World Mental Health Day tomorrow, we do hope that this conversation moves from not only the urban areas, but also goes to the rural areas, because this is not an urban issue only. It is also happening in rural areas, which people are not able to access these services. And even hope that the mental health package can be encompassed on the NHIF insurance cover. Do have a lovely day. I'm Flora Limuki.
Now, you're still Stanley Nyahururu. To all the men out there, speak up. And today's proverb, just a reminder of even the whole awareness as you're probably doing it,